So, talk us a little bit through how you started that self reflective conversation of taking it away from you versus them or me compared to them and more into me versus me. And what does that kind of anchor you for? Because that's the starting point of the journey, right? Is to start bringing that circle a little bit closer to focusing on what's here as a part of
Mhm.
you.
Mhm. And I like that you said you said me versus me, and that actually was a big faulty part of my thinking because I put myself against myself. And that was not healthy either because comparison to is there is a shadow and a light. We will always and forever compare ourselves to people, and that's normal. That's human. That's what we will all like. That's what we do. We notice, we learn, right? That's how we learn to be adults, from other people. And again, there's a shadow and a light. So there is a light side of comparison where it's how we use that comparison that makes it powerful, right? Instead of judgment, we lean into inspiration. And then when we turn it to ourselves, when we turn into the self-reflection, because yes, a big part of the journey is putting or rediscovering who you really are. We learn along the way. I was just talking to a client about that, where when we grow up, there should be at one point a baton passing from our parents or from our caregivers that say, hey, I have been here for a long time to show you what the world is, to help you define it, to help you slightly define who you are. And there should be a baton passing at one point that says, my job is done. You now get to define who you are, what things mean to you, not based on me, not based on my definitions, inspired maybe, but you get to decide that. A lot of us never experienced that. A lot of us never got told that we get to define things, right? We only get told like, look at the society, look at other people, look at me, do as I say, do as I do. Or we say, we get told, it's you versus you. Compete with yourself. Always be better than you yesterday. And I think that's just as destructive, because that was very destructive to me. I understood that I'm not supposed to look at other people, but then I competed with every single past version of me and wanted to be better than that, instead of recognizing that all those versions of me need is understanding, right? So it's me with me, not me versus me, right? It's looking at me from the perspective of how can I help you, not how can I compete with you.
I love that. And it makes me think of all of the photos I deleted like a year ago on my phone, right? There were all the comparison photos.
Huh?
And it was
Oh
like,
my god.
oh,
Oh my gosh.
whole episode just on those, right?
Ugh.
And at what point do you say, well, this is it? And there's no more comparison photos. And that, I think, is exactly what comes to mind when you're like me versus me. It's like, all right, well, how am I going to look better than this? Or how am I going to, hear better than this? And, that target always moving, which makes sense because our world is moving. It's not static.